There's an old mansion on the edge of a forgotten village, known as Blackwood House. For decades, no one dared to live there. People whispered that whoever stayed inside never came back alive, or came back different. 4 university friends, Sarah, Allie, Mark, and Hina, decided to prove the legends wrong. They wanted to make a documentary about the place for their channel. With cameras, flashlights, and sleeping bags, they entered Blackwood House one cold night. The air was heavy with dust. The walls were covered in strange, faded drawings, almost like symbols. The front door creaked shut behind them, and none of them touched it. "Relax, it's just the wind," Mark laughed nervously. But Sarah noticed the door had locked itself. As they explored, they found rooms with broken furniture, mirrors cracked in perfect lines, and children's toys scattered on the floor, as if abandoned in a hurry. Hina felt uneasy. She kept hearing faint laughter echoing in the hallways. At first, she thought it was a prank by Mark, but when she looked, Mark was standing right next to her. Suddenly, one of the cameras shut off, then the other. The screens went dark, though their batteries had been fully charged. Allie whispered, "Guys, we shouldn't be here." They discovered a staircase leading down to the basement. The smell of rotting wood and iron filled their noses. Carved into the stone walls were hundreds of names, scratched deep as if by desperate fingernails. Some were crossed out violently. At the end of the basement was a huge wooden door with chains. On it was written in red paint, "Do not open. She will wake." Mark laughed nervously. Probably just some urban legend crap. Her teeth were jagged like broken glass. One by one, the names on the walls began glowing faintly, and the sound of scratching fingernails filled the basement. The woman whispered, "You freed me. Now you'll stay." Hina screamed and ran, but every hallway led her back to the basement door. Sarah tried the front entrance, but no matter how hard she pulled, it opened to the same dark corridor. Mark was the first to vanish. 1 second he was beside them. The next he was gone. Only his phone remained, showing a recording of him screaming in a pitch-black void. Ali shouted, "We need to pray," but before he could, cold hands wrapped around his neck from behind. There was nothing there, yet deep scratches appeared on his skin. Hours passed like days. Sarah and Hina were the last 2. They huddled together, whispering prayers. Suddenly, the woman appeared again, closer this time, her face now visible. It wasn't a face at all, just a hollow void, a black hole sucking in the light. Hina's voice cracked. "Please let us go." The woman tilted her head. "You opened the door. Now you must take their place." Sarah screamed as Hina was dragged into the dark void, her voice echoing until it faded completely. Sarah was left alone. The house was silent, too silent. Then she saw it, her own name glowing freshly on the basement wall. The last thing her camera recorded was her terrified face, whispering, "If anyone finds this, never come here. Never open the door." The screen cut to black. Weeks later, villagers found the friend's car abandoned outside the mansion. No bodies were ever recovered, But sometimes, on quiet nights, people passing the house swear they hear screams and scratching nails from deep inside. And if you dare to enter Blackwood House, you might just find your name already carved on the basement wall, waiting